VPSA, welcome back to another video. In this one, we will be discussing water dispensers. I'll be taking you guys through 3 different types of water dispensers and just discuss their benefits as well as their disadvantages. And by the end of the video, if you are looking to get a dispenser, you will know exactly what to consider and how to go about it. So without wasting any more time, let us begin. So this dispenser that we have in front of us is the cheapest dispenser that you can get here in Kenya. It retails for around 600 to 700 bob depending on where you buy it. And basically how it works, you just attach it to a water bottle like so, and it works. It needs to be charged via cable. So when you buy it, you get a USB cable that you just connect behind here, and you can charge it. Once it's charged, you can just use it for a few days. And how it works is you just press on top and the water comes out. When you want to stop, you just press and voila, it is a very simple dispenser to use. So you can get one from, I think Ramtons have such a dispenser. This is a portable dispenser because you can easily disconnect it and you can just go with it wherever you are going. So let's say if you're doing catering or you're going for a picnic or anything like that, or camping, you can have one of these dispensers because they're easy to use. So you just need to buy the water bottle and then you can just easily plug in the dispenser. It also comes with this pipe, so you get this pipe, you get the dispenser itself, and then you get a cable here for charging the dispenser. Now the major disadvantage of this dispenser, I'd say, is maybe the pipe, because the pipe is not that long. So if you have a big bottle, that will be a limitation because it can only suck up as much water as where the pipe gets, where the length of the pipe is. So if you have a very big bottle, this small pipe might not do you justice because now the water down there will not be sucked up by the dispenser. Aside from that, it's also a bit noisy, as you can hear. I'll just use it again, which it's not that much of a big deal, but for 600 shillings, it's quite convenient, and it beats the other option of having to tilt the bottle down so that you can pour the water. So it is quite convenient, but the 2 disadvantages: the pipe is a bit short for this specific model. So if you're considering to buy such a portable dispenser, just look for one with a very long pipe. It's rather having a longer pipe than opposed to having a shorter pipe. So just make sure the pipe is a reasonable length. And I'll leave a link down to various other models, and also a Ramtons model and Von. I'll check if they have one. So if you're going to a shop to buy, just look at the length of the pipe, make sure it's long enough, and you'll be good to go. Any other disadvantage so far? No. As for the advantages, it's very easy to use. Or another disadvantage that I forgot, since it creates a vacuum and sucks up the air, the bottle down here tends now to be squeezed. You can find that the bottle just caves in because of the air that is being let out. So sometimes you can just need to relieve or just ensure the pressure goes back to normal, but just lifting it a bit, it's not an issue. Or maybe making a hole somewhere so that the air balances out, but it's not much of an issue. Other than that, I'd say the biggest advantage is the price. This thing, again, 600 bob. You can even get some models for 500 bob, and it's easy to use. You just plug it into your bottle and voila. So in terms of setup, nothing much required. In terms of space, this thing is so little space. You see, you can put it on a stool like this and just put your bottle. So if you're just looking for a quick and easy and convenient solution to your water needs. You can just get somewhere where you're buying the water. Nowadays a lot of these people deliver. You can just have the water delivered, and the refills are not that expensive, around 250 for 20 liters if that's on the high side. And yeah, you can just use this dispenser without any issues. So let's go look at the next dispenser and go over its advantages and disadvantages as well. Okay, so here we have the second type of dispenser that we will cover today. This is a tabletop dispenser. As the name suggests, you need to put it on top of either a table or a stool. So in terms of size, it's compact and just needs to be placed somewhere, hence the name tabletop. Now this specific model is the normal and hot temperature model. So you can find models that come with either 3 taps, or they come with a cold and they come with a hot tap. This one just comes with the normal temperature and the hot temperature. So as you can see, currently the hot temperature is not put on. You just need to turn it on at the back. Let me just do that just now. And once you turn it on, you'll see that light come on, and it will just take some time to heat the water. So definitely this one has the advantage of having those 2 tap options. You get the normal temperature and you get the hot temperature. So if you're somebody who frequently drinks hot water, then this one will definitely help you out. So if you take coffee and tea and the likes, this one will definitely help you out with that, and it's just convenient. In terms of the pricing, this one's now range from around 2,500 going up to around 8,500 depending on the model. I'll put some suggestions down in the links below. But in terms of convenience, again, this one is much more convenient than the previous model that we have gone through, and you'll be paying more for that convenience. In terms of now disadvantages, again, I'd say maybe just consumption of electricity, because this one you need to plug it to a socket. Yeah, that would be the main thing. And also it does take some time to warm the water, but once it warms, or rather hits the water, it now does that continuously. It does tend to get a bit noisy, but it's not that noisy. So if you're somebody who is a very light sleeper and you have a small space and this one is near your bedroom, you might have that issue of hearing it. But since you're sleeping, the best option would be just to turn off the hot water option, and you can turn it on when you wake up in the morning. And yeah, this one again, definitely it offers much more in terms of convenience and performance when compared to the portable dispenser. But the portable dispenser also does have its advantages in that you can use it anywhere, whereas now this one, it just needs to be plugged into a power source, and again, it's slightly more expensive. We're talking about 25 plus, and yeah, depending on the model you go for, you can get the option of 3 taps or 2 taps, 1 cold, 1 hot, or if it's 3, it's normal, hot, cold, or you can just go for this one, which is the base version, which is just normal and hot. In terms of operations, just put your cap here, and yeah, you just pour the water. So it's easy to use. No, I don't think you'd need a manual on how to use the dispenser. And the water, see this one here, it's currently having a 20-liter bottle, rather 18.9 liters. And again, it's just convenient to use. It has more features than the portable one, but depending on what you want to use the dispenser for, each of them have their own advantages and disadvantages. Now this one, again, it's good because it doesn't take up a lot of space, and the budget also is relatively low, but as you've seen, there's a lower option. So again, this is another option that you can consider if you are in the market for a dispenser. So let's go over the third option again and go through its features and specs. Okay, so lastly here we have a freestanding dispenser. As the name suggests, it's freestanding. It's quite long. Let me just show you how long it is. You can see you just need to put it down, and again, as the name suggests, it's freestanding. This one is a Unix brand, and down here it comes with some additional storage space where you can keep some of your items if you prefer. And yeah, actually it does have a shelf down there, and up here you have now 3 taps. So you have one for the hot water, the middle one for the normal temperature, and the last one for the cold water. And you just put the water on the water bottle on top here, and you just press the button and water comes out. Let me just show you guys. See, you just press here, water comes out, or the middle one or the red one, depending on the type of temperature that you want. So again, this one will cost you the most amount of money. This one goes for 7,500 and above. It was actually an offer when it was bought, so that 7,500 you might not get it in the market, but again, you get something that is freestanding. This one has 3 taps again, and additional storage at the bottom. And what I like about this specific model is you can close, or rather, the taps are housed in a dust proof compartment. And it's just something to consider when you're buying a dispenser. The freestanding ones, a lot of them don't come with this place where you can close, but the good thing about now having this door option is that you can prevent dust from building up on the taps, which is something that happens quite frequently, because you see the dispenser just sits there, it doesn't move around or anything. So if you're not the cleanest person, or if you just want to save yourself hassle of cleaning, just be sure to get one with a closable door. You can also go for the ones that don't have, but I just prefer this specific model. Again, for these freestanding ones, you can get one that comes with 2 taps, which is normal and hot. But if you're going for the freestanding one, I just recommend just go all out and just spend to get the most options you can, which is the cold, normal and hot water. If you don't want the 3 taps, then at least go for the 2 taps, which is cold and hot. Otherwise, I don't see any reason why you'll spend all the money on the freestanding one as opposed to going, let's say, for the tabletop, where you can just have the normal and the hot. Or as we've seen, there's also the portable option. So if you do decide to go big, just go all in. Just spend that extra 2,000 bob or 3,000 bob in total. You can get these freestanding ones anywhere from 7,500 and above. So if it's 10,000, 11,000 or 12,000, just make sure if you're going for a freestanding one, just go for the best option for the hot water as well as for the cold water. And the normal, if you can, I just prefer having all 3 options personally. And if you don't prefer, or if you don't mind mixing, the cold and the hot, you can also go for that option. But I don't find much sense in just going for the normal and the hot if it's a freestanding one. Just spend less money and just go for a tabletop. But just comment on your opinions as to what you think about that. But for me, if you're going all out on the freestanding one, just get the cold option. And if you are looking to save money, you have now the tabletop option as well as the portable option, but this one is the ultimate option when it comes to dispensers. So the key things to consider obviously is your budget. If you're on a tight budget, we have gone over the tabletop and the portable ones. Those ones are quite affordable. If money is not an issue, then definitely go for the freestanding one, but again, just make sure you go for all the available options in terms of hot, cold and normal if possible, or just cold and hot if that's the only option available. But for freestanding, just make sure it has that hot and cold option. Aside from the price, you have to look at now your space. If you are limited on space, then definitely consider the tabletop and the portable ones. The freestanding, again, it doesn't take up much space, but if you're in a really small space, you can just opt for those cheaper options to begin with, and then when you get a bigger space, you can just now go all out and spend on the more expensive options. And again, if you need more storage space, you can go for a freestanding one that offers additional storage space, but it's not an issue. The next thing that you also need to consider is whether you want now one where you put the water on top like this one, or there are these other models that come now with the compartment at the bottom where you can put the water. Again, it's something to do with preference. Personally, I just prefer this one where you put the water on top. It's easier and you have your storage at the bottom. I just think that's more efficient, but again, that's a personal decision. So it's not something that you can go wrong. Just go with what you prefer. Ultimately, if you're on a tight budget, just go for the portable dispenser. If you can spend a bit more, the tabletop, and if money is not an issue or you can save up a bit, the freestanding will be your best bet. So we've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.